And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome into the Rocket Ice Arena here in Bolingbrook, Illinois. As you can see, the game just before us just finished up, so they are running the Zamboni right now. We're supposed to have a 2:10 start. It's 2:21, so figure we'll probably be closer to about 2:30 for our start time between the Warhawks and the Sabres in girls 14U American play. That's coming up right here on the NIHL Game of the Week, so stay with us. We'll take an audio break, and we'll be back as we get closer to face-off. And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the Rocket Ice Arena, Lake Tahoe rink here in Bolingbrook, Illinois. As we get ready for the first of two here at Rocket. Actually, this is the third of four games we've done today for the NIHL Game of the Week. Aaron, my partner, was out in Gurnee for a couple Vipers games this morning, and we got a couple Sabres games, girls Sabres games this afternoon, starting with the Warhawks. Coming into town, the first place Warhawks in the girls 14U American Division, taking on the Sabres, who are sitting in sixth place in the American Division. Warhawks coming in with a record of 18-2-3, 39 points on the season, 83 goals scored, 17 against, for a plus-minus of +66. That'll get it done. For the Sabres, 9 wins, 10 losses, and 3 ties, 21 points, 54 goals scored, 47 against for a plus-minus of 7. As far as the last game played for these two teams, the Warhawks were 2-1 winners over the Elmhurst Chiefs back on last Sunday. That was in Elmhurst. They're at the Edge Ice Arena in Bensonville, I should say. 2-1 winners over the Elmhurst Chiefs. And then for the Sabres, they last played on the second last Sunday as well. It was a 1-1 tie against the Glenview Stars right here it was actually played at All Seasons. So that was the last game played for both of these teams. The Northern Illinois Hockey League is the largest youth hockey league in Illinois, one of the largest in the country. It's made up of over 50 travel hockey organizations. Almost all the clubs are from Illinois, with a few from Indiana, Iowa, Missouri, Michigan, and Wisconsin. This is the 55th season of play in the Northern Illinois Hockey League. The NIHL member organizations field Tier 2 travel teams that compete in the squirt, peewee, bantam, and midget age groups defined by USA Hockey. The league also offers all-girls hockey divisions each season. NIHL partners with the Chicago Blackhawks to hold the league's NIHL Blackhawks tournament at the conclusion of the season. That's coming up here shortly. For more information about NIHL and its programs, please contact Scott Larson, NIHL Vice President, or visit the website at nihl.info. All right, 40 seconds remaining here in the warm-up, and then we will have hockey here shortly. Appreciate your patience, everyone, as that game before us ran a little bit late. We'll probably get started here in a couple minutes. A big game for the Sabres, though, as they would like to kind of inch their way up in the standings. Right now they trail the Madison Mavericks by 6 points. So I don't know if they're going to be able to catch them with the amount of games left in the season. That's probably unlikely, but you want to put your best foot forward there in terms of taking on the top opponent in your division and see if you can make a game of it. These two teams played back on, actually they played back on February 2nd as well. The Warhawks were 5-2 winners. I got Robert Crown Ice Arena. So a recent game against them. So the Sabres looking to exact a little bit of revenge, if they will. We know the goalie for the Warhawks. There's only one goalie listed on the roster. That's Jasmine Gruel, number 31. So she'll be in net for the Warhawks. Two goalies on the roster for the Sabres. It's Brenna Cook-Murphy and Maddie Lopez. And we'll wait to see who takes the cage. It's always the fun game we play here on the NIHL Game of the Week. This is Eric Willowite with you from Stream Sports Midwest, and it will be Maddie Lopez. So Maddie Lopez will start in net for the Sabres. Maddie Lopez to our right and Jasmine Gruel to our left. Warhawks in their traveling green uniforms with blue and white trim. blue pants. Sabres in their home white with blue and yellow trim. Sabres going right to left to start things off here in the first period, and the Warhawks left to right. Along the near boards they go, play in the neutral zone. And skating after that puck, Swearingen. Mahavlich had it, Tessa Mahavlich, and now the Sabres bring it into the zone along the far boards. Puck is knocked back out to the neutral zone, so Sabres will look to regroup. Wolford will throw it on net, and that's steered aside into the far corner by Gruel. Turnaround shot on net. Nice save made by Gruel there on the quick turnaround by the Sabres. Now DeRoos will throw it over to the far boards, shoveled inside the Sabres zone by Aislinn Shannon. Sabres look to clear. Not out. Kept in at that far point. Oh, that ricocheted off the far post. Good keep in there. I think that was by Caroline Borrega, who not only kept it in, but threw it on net and hit the left post. And now carrying the puck forward there is Aislinn Shannon. She'll dump it in and head for a change. We have 11:35 to go here in the first period. No score between the Sabres and the Warhawks. Clearing attempt deflected over to the far boards. Gathering it up the puck now will be Charlotte Will. Will battles behind her own net. And now it's thrown over to the far boards. Warhawks look to keep it in. They do. Trying to throw it down low was Warriega, but unable to. Oh, and a nice move. Johnston moving in, shoot, and a big save made by Gruel on the slick stick handling there by Drew Johnson. Now the Warhawks go the other way. Losing the handle there was Magnuson, Elin Magnuson, but kept in. Now over to the far boards. Pass to move it upside the zone was kept in by the Warhawks. And Swearingen throws it on net, and a save made by Lopez. Swearingen had it again, but the puck rolled off her stick. Another nice keep in there, however. That was Avery Coe jumping in. Coe below the goal line. And now the puck will go over to the behind the net again, over to the far boards. Thrown on net, and Lopez makes the save. Puck is loose. Oh, and then Cove fires that one wide of the far post. Good initial save made by Lopez. And now here's Johnston again. Johnston stick handling. Throws it on net. Steered over to the near corner now by Gruel as Johnston will head for a change. Couple nice offensive rushes by Drew Johnson. And now the Sabres bring the puck in offside. 9:36 to go. Opening period, no score. Face-off will be along the near boards, just outside Warhawks zone. Maya Leonard on the draw up against McNiven, Hannah McNiven. Warhawks have possession behind their own net. Puck is deflected. McNiven tried to whack at it. Leonard had a whack at it as well, and then the puck thrown on net, steered over to the far corner by Gruel. McNiven brings it outside the zone. This could be a 2-on-1. Cross-ice pass gets through. Shot goes wide. Wide of the near post. Might have been Mahavlich. I see the number there. Cross-ice pass, that goes wide. Thrown on net, goes behind. Aislinn Shannon throws it up ice. And thrown back down low by Mahavlich. Sabres having some difficulty getting the puck outside the zone right now. Kept in far point, there's Borriega. Oh, on net, and a stuff attempt denied by Maddie Lopez. As Maisie Rogers was right on the doorstep there, but Lopez able to hold on. Face off to the left of Lopez. It'll be Dans for the Warhawks taking the draw. Up against Calabrese. Sabres win the draw. They'll throw it over to the far boards. Kept inside the zone, however, by the Warhawks. Here's Clara Dans. Throws it behind the net, goes over to the near corner. Now, a nice keep-in attempt there. That was Jones going down low. Hines, I should say. There's no Jones. Thrown over to the near board. Sabres trying to get it out. They do. Pushing the puck ahead, but missing connection with Kayla Raja. And now Raja fires it over into the near corner. Wolford will throw it below the goal line. Picked up again by Raja. Raja once more. Centering attempt. And it's thrown back into the Sabre zone. That's going to go all the way down. No icing there. I think that was thrown down by the Sabres. Stick handling. Wolford along the near boards. Missed connection with Calabrese, and that's going to go down for icing. So we'll have a face-off with 7:10 to go in the opening period. Still no score. The face-off will be to the left of Maddie Lopez. I want to thank everyone tuning in on the NIHL Game of the Week on the NIHL TV network, powered by Stream Sports Midwest. We have another game coming up after this. It'll be the 16-19U's Girl Americans as the Central Illinois Revolution come in to town to take on the Sabres 16-19U squad. But first, 14U action here. Inside the zone they go. Saros with the shot. Save made by Gruel. And then Saros tried to shovel it ahead. Oh, thrown on the net, but moved up ice by the Warhawks. Here's Coe. Coe, move-handing. Backhanded pass. Doesn't go to anyone in particular. Now Chaseley keeps it in. Throws it towards the net, deflected to the far corner. And that one deflected into the Sabres bench. Watch out over there. And I had the coaches wearing cages too. Face off. Got one official at each end of the ice. And now the draw will be inside the Sabre zone to the right of Maddie Lopez. As McNiven will take the draw for the Warhawks. And Brenna Cook, that can't be Brenna Cookmark. Save made by Lopez. Oh, and that one trickles in. Wow. We got a road horn here in the Rocket Ice Arena as the Warhawks bring their own goal horn. You got to like that. Maybe not Sabres fans, but that's hockey. That goal scored by Aislinn Shannon. So Aislinn Shannon gets the first tally of the game at 6:18. And now the Sabres bring it back inside the Warhawks zone. They're looking to get the equalizer here. But Aislinn Shannon with the goal puts the Warhawks up 1-0. Now Shannon backhands it into Sabres territory, and it's dumped back out. And let's see if that's going to go for icing. It will. Icing with 5:56 to go in the first period and a 1-0 lead for the Warhawks. Face off to the right of Maddie Lopez. And scurrying down there is Jackie Bot-Vinvik. Actually, no, is that right? No, that's Dan. Sorry, that's Clara Dans. Or two number 9s on the roster I was given. Magnuson throws it over to the far boards. Shoveled inside the zone, but immediately pushed out by the Sabres. They'll look to go the other way. They do. Cross-ice pass right on target and a score! Wow, what a comeback there by the Sabres as Kayla Raja found Annie Wolfert right between the circles, and she did not miss. We're tied at 1. So Annie Wolfart with the second goal of the period, first goal for the Sabres, and we're knotted up at 1 with 5:40 remaining. A lot of Chapel Roan being played in Sabres territory today. The game before us was on repeat. Nothing wrong with that. And we have an offside, so we'll have a face-off outside the Sabres zone along the far boards. 1-1 is your score. Boy, that was a beautiful play by Raja, Kayla Raja, to get that one over between the circles, and Annie Wolfart didn't miss. And we get our first penalty of the game. It's going to be a cross check. And it is on Calabrese, so Angelina Calabrese will take a seat. And power play time for the Warhawks as they look to regain the lead, trailing or tied up at 1 right now after the tying goal by Annie Wolfert. Aislinn Shannon got the opening goal in the game for the Warhawks. Draw one by the Warhawks. Far point. Shot goes wide of the near post. Now it'll go over to Coe. Coe centering it, tried to get it between the circles. Waiting there was, I believe that was Henkel. Yeah, it was Henkel. She's battling there. Backhands it on net. And covering it up is Maddie Lopez with a late whack there from Coe, but no harm, no foul. We'll have a face-off. Let's see, this will be to the left of Lopez. McNiven against Maya Leonard. Sabres gained possession, trying to get it out, but kept in by Uriaga. Going on net, Lopez steers it over to the far boards. Then a dump down low, doesn't get through. Sabres will bring it out. Pushing it forward was Claire Gehrig. I think it's Claire. Could be Cowrie. It's spelled Cowrie. Here come the Warhawks. Warhawks in the zone. Shot goes behind the net. That one deflected. As I think getting a piece of that one was Charlotte Will. Check that. That's 62. That's Gianna DeRuse. 50 seconds left on the Warhawks power play. Here's Chaseley. Will dump it in. And now skating after will be Shannon. Puck deflected to the far point. Flipped on net. Steered aside. Ooh, that could have almost been friendly fire there from the Sabres, but Lopez able to track it and deflect it to the near corner. Now Clara Dans. And puck outside the zone. 20 seconds remaining on the power play. 3:34 in the first period. We're tied at 1. Here's Dans. Dans will chase it down in the near corner. Loses the handle. Chaseley keeps it in, throws it down low. Now behind the net they go. Dans picks it up once more. Backhand centering attempt. Yeah, she looks to find Swearingen. Now Raja tried to backhand it out. It's kept in the zone. Power play is over. Both teams are at full strength. As that one goes wide over to the far boards. Up ice they go. Kayla Raja. Raja will dump it in and chase. Getting there first, however, was Gwen Chaseley. Now Swearingen had the puck knocked off her stick. She'll throw it over to the near boards. And Jocelyn Russell there to intercept. Now Sabres battling to keep that puck inside the zone. They do between the circles, but the puck deflects up high. And then Claire Dan's, Dan's knocked down there. And now Raja. Raja off the boards, tried to self-pass. That was picked off, however, by Henkel. And then now carrying the puck in was Dowdle. Sabres bring it back out, Raja. Raja going wide. Raja tried to center. There's that connection again, trying to get it over to Wolfart. And thrown over to the far boards. Keep an attempt there by Ryland Saros. Missing connection were the Sabres, and now they'll have to bring it back outside the zone as that pass intended for Van Horn, Ashley Van Horn. Warhawks get it out to the neutral zone. Too many white jerseys in the way as the Sabres regain possession. And the pass moved up forward. And now going wide with it was Ashley Van Horn. Back outside to the neutral zone once more. And then dumped back in by Ryland Saros. Minute 15 remaining, period one. We're all tied at 1. Keep in attempt there by Montana Mester. Warhawks gain possession between the circles, and they'll carry it out. Here's Rogers. Rogers dumps it in and looks to head for a change. And now the puck put forward by Gehrig. Out to the center circle. Now Rogers once more. Actually, Rogers did not go for a change. I thought she was heading that way, but she stayed on that. Now Rogers heads for the change. Well, on the far boards we go. 33 seconds to go in the opening period. Here's Aislinn Shannon. Already has the lone goal for the Warhawks so far. 18 seconds remaining. We're over in the near corner in the Sabres zone. Puck comes loose. There's Shannon again on the puck. Battling. She centers it and throws it on net. And Maddie Lopez was able to track that one down and hold on for a faceoff with 8.3 seconds remaining. It'll be a faceoff to Lopez's left. McNiven and Leonard for the Sabres. Leonard wins the draw, but the Warhawks gain possession. Hines dumps it down low. Oh, what passing! That was almost tic-tac-toe passing from the Warhawks there. Started with gaining possession of the puck after the draw. The Sabres won the draw, but the Warhawks gained possession. And then McNiven able to get the tally to give the Warhawks a late goal in the first period to go up 2-1. That goal coming with 2.1 seconds remaining in the first period. So a 2-1 lead as we head to the intermission, head to second period. The Warhawks on top. Chicago Blackhawks are proud to sponsor the Northern Illinois Hockey League. Hawk fans, be sure to catch these upcoming games. Tonight, the Hawks are in St. Louis to take on the Blues. That's always a feisty matchup. 6 p.m. puck drop. That game is on the Chicago Sports Network. And then on Saturday, February 22nd, as the league goes on hiatus for the, I don't think that's the All-Star break. I think it's the Four Nations competition that's coming up here. But anyways, the next Hawk televised game will be on Saturday, February 22nd, as the Hawks will be in Columbus to take on the Blue Jackets. 6 p.m. puck drop on Chicago Sports Network. Plus, don't miss the Chicago Blackhawks in action. And registration is now open for the Chicago Blackhawks 2025 youth summer camps. The camps are being held for boys and girls ages 6 through 13. on June 9th through 13th and July 28th through August 1st at the Blackhawks practice facility, Fifth Third Arena in Chicago. Also at Fifth Third, we are proud to present our all-girls camp, Big Strides, designed for ages 12 through 18, the week of June 23rd through 27th. All camps are a full day. Players will participate in 2 on-ice practices and 2 hours of off-ice activities. Full equipment and basic comprehension of skating is required. For more information and to register, please visit www.nhl.com/Blackhawks/amateur/hockey-camps. All right, second period. Teams will change sides. Sabres going left to right, Warhawks right to left. Warhawks with that late first period goal by Hannah McNiven, giving them a 2-1 lead over the Sabres. That was a well-played first period, though, for both. There's only 1 penalty. And good action on both ends of the ice. Good play by each goaltender as well. Warhawks carrying the puck up ice. Here's Swearingen. She'll go wide. Swearingen comes in, backhands, and tucks it past the near post. Swearingen going coast to coast and gives the Warhawks a 3-1 lead. Ava Swearingen at 12:24 here in the second period. So the Sabres find themselves down 3-1 to the high-powered Warhawks. And they're going to want to stem the tide here. And next goal is important for either team. Sabres try and carry it in, but that's swept away by Dowdle. Now Dowdle has a break. Here's Dowdle coming in all alone. Shoot! Oh, that one goes wide. Dowdle had a lot on that one. Now the puck thrown in from the near corner. Another attempt from the near corner. And that one's picked off by Gianna DeRoos. Now the puck thrown outside the zone. It's going to go all the way down to Warhawks territory. No icing. As going back to pick that up is Aline Magnuson. Or Magnuson Aline. Magnuson Aline. Wait a minute now. I think they got the names backwards there. Yes, last name's Magnuson. First name, Elin. It's backwards on the roster for some reason, but it's got Magnuson on the back of her jersey as that shot goes wide into the near corner. Up ice, cross ice pass, thrown on net. And that one never got through as that was in the skates of Annie Slick. Lopez was waiting for it, but it never got there. And now the puck iced by the Sabres. Warhawks top line on the ice now with McNiven, Shannon, and Co. Kept in at the far point, rolls over to Co at the near point, throws it on net, and steered aside by Lopez. Flipped up the near boards, and Co with a backhand and roof shot to keep it inside the zone. On net, Lopez makes the saves, then over to the near corner. Van Horn couldn't find it. And then McNiven threw it behind the net. Battle there by Shannon. Warhawks again, good possession time for the visitors. As they center it, try to get it to Shannon. Her stick was tied up, but we're going to get a whistle. Oh, as we have a player falling down in the near corner for the Sabres. As the players will take a knee while the Sabres player looks to get back up. Sabres coaching staff coming over to take a look. Not sure if that's Drew Johnson. Wait and see. I see a 4. I think that was Maya Leonard. Yeah, so Maya Leonard skating off on her own power. She heads over to the bench. So good to see that she's able to make her way on her own. Faceoff will be to the right of Maddie Lopez. It'll be Angelina Calabrese going up against Clara Dans. Dans wins the draw. Puck deflected out to center. Then thrown down low. Coe will skate after it for the Warhawks. Below the goal line, Coe. Up ice. Keep an attempt there by Addison Campbell, but the puck went out to the neutral zone. Now Dans. Up ice. Ooh, that hit a player's skate. That hit off of Coe. And now the Warhawks will bring it in, but they are offsides as in ahead of the play. Was Clara Dans. So the faceoff will come outside the Sabre zone along the far boards. 9:22 to go in the second period. It is a 3-1 lead for the Warhawks. A late first period goal by the Warhawks and Hannah McNiven. And then a early second period goal by Ava Swearingen put the Warhawks up 3-1. Sabres below the goal line. They lose possession. And it's shoveled out to the neutral zone. That's going to be picked up there by Charlotte Will. Now back up ice we go. Briega centered between the circles. Trying to get that one over to Gracie Dowdle. Henkel had a whack at it. Now the Sabres bring it out to the neutral zone. Kakelmis had it. And they're going to say the puck was brought in offsides, back in offsides by the Sabres with 8:27 to go. Period 2, 3-1 Warhawks face off along the near boards. It'll be Maya Leonard for the Sabres and Hannah McNiven for the Warhawks. Warhawks gain possession. Behind their own goal line goes Gwen Chaseley. Throws it over to the far boards. Teammate will pick up the loose change. That's Tessa Mahavlich. Now the puck over in the near circle. Leonard with a shot sails that one wide. And it's kept in. Thrown on net. Oh, that one almost trickled through from the stick of Van Horn onto Gruel. Leonard trying to dig it out as well as Van Horn, but Aislinn Shannon will come up with it for the Warhawks. Pushes it up ice. That one's deflected forward. And it's going to go all the way down. Not sure they waved off icing on that. I thought that one ticked off the stick of Mahavlich below the center ice. But no icing was called. DeRoos tries to push it ahead, but sort of fanned on the attempt. Dan's tried to dig up the loose change. Now moves it inside the Sabres zone, comes back out. Shannon dumps it in. And the Sabres clear it to center. Missing connection there with Alana Angelos for the Sabres. And now the Warhawks, Shannon had it, but then it comes across to Van Horn. Van Horn tried to push it to the middle, but getting there first was Sabres and Hines. Now Dans and Hines. Pass to Hines. Sabres look to push it away. Oh, and then hitting the crossbar was Clara Dans. She had that one measured but hit the crossbar, and she just threw her hands up to her helmet there in disbelief she didn't make that. Now here's Coe behind her own net as the Sabres make wholesale changes here, but they're back on the ice. Stick handling it inside the zone was Calabrese. Firing and a shot save made by Gruel off the stick of Annie Wolfert, who has the lone goal for the Sabres. She had a lot on that one, but Gruel was up to the task. 6:01 remaining in the second. 3-1 Warhawks face off to the right of Jasmer Gruel. And goalie change, so the Sabres switch goalies halfway through. So coming in now for the Sabres is Brenna Cook-Murphy. And we need another player there for the team in green. All right. So again, to our left, coming in net is Brenna Cook-Murphy for the Sabres, as Maddie Lopez's day is done, barring any mishap. And Gruel is the lone goaltender for the Warhawks, so Gruel will go the distance. Swearingen brings it out to the neutral zone. Battles with it, taken away by Raja. Then Swearingen whacks at it again in the neutral zone. Raja. Now Dowdle. Dowdle throws it over to the far boards. And picking up the puck there will be Jocelyn Russell. Russell dumps it down low and will chase. Thrown over to the far boards again. Leonard gets it out to center. Little give and go there between Dowdle and Magnuson. And now back out to the neutral zone where Magnuson will throw it over to the far boards. Trying to get it to Maisie Rogers. And back down low we go into Sabres territory. 5:04 remaining. 3-1 lead for the Warhawks in the second. As that one short of center. No icing. They're saying that one was deflected. Now Warhawks bringing it out over the near boards. Dowdle. Over to Henkel. Back to Dowdle. Scores! Dowdle to Henkel to Dowdle. And Dowdle buries it for the fourth goal for the Warhawks. And the Warhawks take a 4-1 lead. 4 different goal scorers for the Warhawks. You have goals by Aislinn Shannon, Hannah McNiven, Ava Swearingen, and now Grace Dowdle. 4-1 with 4:40 remaining in the second period. So we talked about that next goal being important for both teams. That allows the Warhawks to open up a 3-goal lead because you don't want to have the dreaded 2-goal lead in hockey. There's been studies on that. Good stick handling there, but just off sides. And bringing it in was Charlotte Will, but the extra stick handle causes the Sabres to go offside. So we'll have a face-off outside the Warhawks zone along the near boards. Saros for the Sabres and Dans for the Warhawks. Warhawks look to gain possession along the near boards. Here's Clara Dans. Dans, self-pass off the boards, trying to get it, but running interference there nicely was Charlotte Will. And now the Sabres will look to get it out to center. That one deflected. There's a race for the puck there. Trying to get there first was Drew Johnson. Now Borrega from the near circle, throws it on net, and then having to make a save there was Cook Murphy, Brenna Cook Murphy. Now Magnuson will throw it up ice. Picked back by the Sabres, however. Campbell almost lost an edge there, but was able to regroup. And a keep in there. That was a generous keep in by the referees. That might have been outside the zone by Chaseley, but not, either way, nice job to keep it inside the zone, in theory. Campbell throws it over to the near boards. Now Magnuson, that one is offsides. And so we'll have a face-off outside the Sabres zone along the near boards with 3:13 to go. And a 4-1 lead for the first place Warhawks as they steamroll through the regular season here. Trying to lock down that top spot. They haven't already. Flip attempt to get it outside the neutral zone, but Coe was able to get a leg on it to keep it inside the zone. And then it's eventually thrown back out. Here's Rogers, Maisie Rogers. Now between the circles, shot, oh, bearing it was Hannah McNiven. Hannah McNiven picked up that puck and just buried it. Oh, the blistering shot. Her second of the game. And it's a 5-1 lead for the Warhawks. As McNiven picked up that puck between the circles on the edge of the far circle and just rifled that one past Brenna Cook Murphy to open up a 4-goal lead for the Warhawks. Now another centering attempt, that one unable to get through over to the slot and cleared out the center by Wolford. Now the Sabres, oh, good stick handling, flipped on net. That one goes just wide off the attempt by Raja. And keep in by Calabrese. That'll go behind the net. Raja chasing. And kept in at the far point momentarily. Wolford will ring it down low. Magnuson will have to go after it. Throws it to the near boards. Goes past Coe all the way down into the Sabres territory. It'll go for icing with 2:01 remaining in the third period. And the Warhawks opening up a 4-goal lead on the Sabres. NIHL fans, don't forget we got Game 2 coming up right after this. Game 2 here at Rocket, I should say, as the Central Illinois Revolution will take on the Sabres 16-19U squad. Tentative puck drop 3:40. We already know we're not going to be able to make that because we were already about 15 minutes behind, 20 minutes behind from the game before us this time. So, but it'll come up about 10 minutes or so after the conclusion of our game here. So don't miss NIHL action on the NIHL TV network powered by Stream Sports Midwest. Saros whacks it inside the zone and then goes between the circles. Johnson had it for a moment. And now the puck flipped in the air, knocked down, and then picked back up by Dowdle, so there was no hand pass there as Dowdle got her own puck back after the flip in the air with the glove. Oh, that was a rough ride into the corner. I hope Johnson's okay there. She might have went in face first, cage first. Hines throws it on net. Oh, and it's deflected. Hines flips it down low. And then Swearingen was able to redirect it past Cook Murphy. Swearingen's second goal. That one coming at 1:06. And it's a 6-1 lead for the Warhawks. So a pair of goals for Swearingen, pair of goals for McNiven. 2 goals in the period for Swearingen. And a 5-goal lead for the Warhawks. Puck on net. And out to center we go. 45 seconds remaining. Calabrese will take it along the far boards. Here's Calabrese, stick handling. Tries to go wide. Chaseley doing a good job defending there in the far side. And now behind the net, Wolford centers. Nothing but a green jersey there, however. And they get it out to the neutral zone. Oh, here's Engel. Swearingen. Swearingen on the break. Loses the handle, throws it on net. Then the puck kicks back out to Dowdle. And between the circles, they can't find it. A tuck attempt there by Swearingen. Now Swearingen will just skate over to the bench. Stays on. And then out to the neutral zone. And then the time winds down here in the second period. The second period, that was all Warhawks. With 4 goals in the second period, a pair of goals by Ava Swearingen, along with goals by Grace Dowdle and Hannah McNiven. Hannah McNiven now has a pair of goals on the day, too. So we go to the third period with the Warhawks holding a 6-1 lead in game 1 of 2 here from Rocket Ice Arena. NIHL players and goalies. NIHL's Best Flow is back. This is a fun celebration of the best hockey hair in the league. There's always great enthusiasm for this annual event among players and fans. One player represents the team in the contest. This year there will be Squirt, Pee Wee, Bantam, and a college junior prep winner. They will win prizes for their team and for themselves. Prizes this season are sponsored by Jerry's Hockey, the Northern Illinois Hockey League, Tricoci University, and Culver's. I could go for some Culver's right now. Good luck in NIHL's Best Flow 2025. Find the Best Flow calendar for voting on the NIHL Facebook and Instagram pages. The Pee Wee, Bantam, and College Junior Preps are this week. All right, so Sabres probably kind of shell-shocked there. It was a 1-1 game late in the first period as the Warhawks scored the first goal in the first period, and then about halfway through, the Sabres got the tying goal, but a goal at 2.1 seconds by the Warhawks gave the Warhawks a 2-1 lead. They haven't looked back since. 5 unanswered goals. 6-1 is your score in favor of the Warhawks as we start the third period. Sabres will go back right to left, and the Warhawks left to right. Inside the zone, the Warhawks throwing it on net, and making the save was Cook Murphy. Now Rogers throws it, that hits the side of the net. Kicks out. Oh, a stuff attempt. That puck just trickled past Caroline Borriega. Has it behind the net. And then has her stick lifted. The Sabres will look to clear it out on the far side. Magnuson keeps it in. Nice keep job by Eileen Magnuson. Back out the center. Wolford will throw it into the Warhawk zone and head off for a change. As a fresh line comes out for the Sabres. And we're going to get an offsides. Van Horn just in ahead of the play with Leonard stick handling at the blue line. So face-off will come outside the Warhawk zone along the far boards. 11:51 to go. It's a 5-goal lead here. It's a running clock with the 5-goal lead by the Warhawks. Angelos tries to get it inside the zone, but Coe was able to keep it out for a moment. Back inside the zone. Coe throws it out to the center circle. Shannon had it, then McNiven. And now over in the near corner goes Campbell. Campbell throws it up ice. Coe keeps it in. Coe flips it towards the net. That puck lays down low, and Cook Murphy tries to stop it, and it rolls in. She wasn't able to secure it. Are they saying goal or no goal? Yeah, there's goal, so I think it's Shannon. Well, Aislinn Shannon with the goal. And it's a 7-1 lead for the Warhawks. Yeah, no celebration there. It was just kind of subdued. I'm pretty sure that was Aislinn Shannon who got her second goal. Oh, and a stuff attempt on net. Cook Murphy somehow able to stop that one, and then a scramble in front of the net and able to make the save and hold on. But Murphy there, Coe there, along with McNiven. Face off to the right of Brenna Cook Murphy. Dan's going up against, that was Rylan Saros. Shot, save made by Cook Murphy, and then covering up and holding on. So Sabres are kind of Cook Murphy under siege here with that 7-1 lead. Whoop, got to update the score here. It is 7-1 in favor of the Warhawks, with the running clock now sitting at 9.5 minutes remaining in the third period. Face off to the right of Cook Murphy. Dan's going up against Calabrese. And now Raja, far boards, tries to get it out. Kept in, however. Swearingen lost that one. Might have hit the cage of Cook Murphy there. Out to center, rolls off the stick of Wolfart. Wolford battling along the near boards. Tries to keep it in. Taken down. We're going to get a penalty. As getting the whistle for probably a hook is Gwen Chaseley. So it's Chaseley to the box. They haven't given the signal, but I think it was a hook. Power play for the Sabres. As they trail 7-1, looking to get something positive out of this power play, build at least a little momentum. Campbell dumps it down low. Chasing after it is Ashley Van Horn. And then throwing it down low was Leonard, Maya Leonard. On net, deflected behind by Gruel. Magnuson will throw it back over to the far boards. And Dowdle will get it outside to the neutral zone where Campbell will have to play it for the Sabres, as that's going to roll to Cook Murphy, who taps it over to her teammate. Out to the neutral zone. Angelos throws it to the circle. Van Horn had it. Dumped back in by the Warhawks where Campbell will play it. Up ice to Angelos. Angelos to the circle again. Russell interfered there, but Sabres able to get back in the zone with 50 seconds on the power play. 7.5 minutes remaining in the game. A 7-1 lead for the Warhawks. DeRoos swooping into the zone to keep it inside. And then a flip job there by Russell with DeRoos pressuring. Good awareness by Russell to use the flip to get it outside the zone. And now 24 seconds remaining on the Sabres power play. There's Maisie Rogers circling back over to Coe. Coe tries to get it up ice. That's kept in by the Sabres. And then forced outside the zone by McNiven as the penalty is winding down. Both teams back at full strength with 6:45 remaining in the contest. That one hits the side of the net, and then Gruel will cover up for the faceoff. As we tick down to 6:30 remaining and a 7-1 lead for the Warhawks. Faceoff to the right of Jasmer Gruel. Gruel obviously hasn't been tested as much as the Sabres goaltenders, but when tested has come up strong, has only allowed that one goal. And that was a pretty passing play between Raja and Wolfert to allow that goal, as that puck's thrown on net, and Cook Murphy will make the save. But other than that, Gruel has been keeping everything else outside the cage, as the faceoff will be to the right of Cook Murphy. with Rylan Saros going up against Grace Dowdle. Dowdle wins the draw, but the puck escapes the stick of Magnuson. Elin Magnuson will have to throw it up ice. Borrego will dump it in. Sabres clear the zone. And Drew Johnson throws it inside, where it's going to be played by Hines. And on net, or behind the net, taking a tumble there was Hines. Back on her skates. We're down to 5 minutes to go. 6 unanswered goals by the Warhawks. Open up a 7-1 lead. 3 players with 2 goals each. Shannon, McNiven, and Swearingen. Magnuson battling in the corner with Raja. Raja gets it up to the far point, thrown down low, and that's an easy cover-up by Gruel for the face-off. Oh, we're going to get a penalty. It's a roughing call on Wolford, who does not agree with the call, and official coming in to have a word with Annie Wolford. Signal is roughing. There's no, a 10-minute. So it's a 10-minute. So it's a misconduct. Not sure if there's a power play. So it's a 10-minute unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. There's no power play, so it's still 5 aside for each team, but the roughing call necessitated a 10-minute penalty on Wolford as that puck's brought in off. Oh, a late shot there after the whistle by Leonard. And we got another penalty, and it's Campbell going to the box. And it's power play time for the Warhawks. I didn't see what the call was on Campbell, but it's a power play for the Warhawks with a 7-1 lead. Faceoff will be to the left of Brenna Cook-Murphy. 4:05 to go. Running clock will start soon as the faceoff, and it does. Running clock will resume, I should say, as that puck comes out to Chaseley in the neutral zone for the Warhawks. Cross-ice pass to Dan's, almost picked off there by DeRoos, but then Dan's able to shovel it back inside the Sabres zone. Off the near boards. Kept in by Dan's, backhanded down low as DeRoos tries to get it up ice. Chaseley with the keep in, throws it back down low. Here's Gehrig. Gehrig up ice and out to the neutral zone where there's only green jerseys. Sabres gather it up. They throw it inside the zone. No icing there, as that was on the other side of the center ice line. Minute to go on the power play, 3:06 to go in the game. 7-1 lead for Warhawks as Maisie Rogers loses the handle, picked back up. However, Swearingen with the shot, looking to tally the hat trick there. Now Chaseley eludes a defender. Dan's picks up the loose change for the Warhawks. And then the puck goes over to the near boards. Race for it. White jerseys get there first, and it's thrown down into Warhawks territory with 30 seconds on the power play and 2.5 remaining in the game. Keep in by Saros. Trying to kill some time there and generate some offense. Dump down low. Saros will chase after it. Magnuson gets there first. Backhands it over to Dan's in the near corner. Dan's battling along with Saros. Now Magnuson. Penalty is over. Both teams back at full strength. As Campbell goes to the box, and coming out is number 30, Olivia Kakelmis. I was given the pronunciation of her name beforehand, as I did not have any pronunciations on the Sabres 14U roster, but had a parent come over beforehand and double check a few names, and that was one I definitely needed to get, so appreciate that. For Olivia Kakelmis. Along the near boards, we're down to a minute and a half. Big win for the Warhawks, 7-1 is the score. As the puck goes inside the Sabres zone. Thrown on net, Cook Murphy makes the save with Mahavlich buzzing around the net. Now McNiven will dump it down low. 1 minute remaining, 7-1 Warhawks. Outside to the neutral zone, Chaseley gets it, but that one's thrown in offsides. That'll probably should go back all the way. That should go to center ice, yeah. That was running clock down to 38 seconds. Quick draw. Kakelmis will have to check off the ice there. Inside Warhawks territory, thrown over to the far boards. Henkel going after it along with Rudnicki, Sophia Rudnicki. 13 seconds remaining. Here's Chaseley. Chaseley stick handles inside the zone. Kept in down low. And back out to the neutral zone where Angelos had it. 1 second remaining, and that'll do it. As time winds down here at Rocket Ice Arena, and after a first period that was tied at 1 until about 2 seconds remaining, where the Warhawks took a late first period lead, that led to 6 unanswered goals. And the Warhawks winning this game by the score of 7-1 is your final. Again, your goal scorers for the Warhawks, a pair of goals for Aislinn Shannon, a pair of goals for Hannah McNiven, a pair of goals for Ava Swearingen, and a solo tally by Grace Dowdle. For the Sabres, the lone goal scorer was Annie Wolford. On that pretty play between her and Kayla Raja. That was the lone tally that tied it up, and it was a close game in that first period until it wasn't. But a good game by the Warhawks. Well, that'll do it for game 1 here at Rocket. Game 2 will be coming up here in about 10 to 15 minutes. That will be the Central Illinois Revolution taking on the Sabres in a girls 16-19U American matchup. Our next game coming up right here on the NIHL Game of the Week. Powered by Stream Sports Midwest. This is Eric Willwhite saying so long for now. We'll be back for game 2 shortly. Again, final score, Warhawks 7, Sabres 1 in a girls 14U American match.